हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स एंड फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल किड्स लर्निंग क्लासरूम स्टाइल। मैं शिखा और आप सबको मेरा जय श्री श्याम। होप यू ऑल आर डूइंग गुड एंड टुडे सब्जेक्ट इज इंग्लिश ग्रामर एंड टॉपिक इज was and where. In my last video of simple past tense, I had told you that I'll make a separate video of the verb form to be, that is was and were, separately, so that each and every small of the small topic in English grammar is covered in detail along with the practice worksheet. So let's get started. So in today's video, I'll first explain what is was and where, and then when we will use was with example, and then when do we use were with example, and then I'll share some questions that you can practice as a practice worksheet on the topic was and where. Yes, so what is was and where? Was and where are the past tense form of the verb to be. So the past tense of the verb to be, what we use was and where. And what does it describe? It describes the action or the events or states in the past. So for the verb form to be, when we have to describe any action, any event or state that has happened in the past, what we will use was or we will use were. So was, when we will use was, so was is used with singular subject. So the singular subject here can be a singular pronoun, a singular noun that are the subject of the sentence. So first thing is was. Was is used with singular subject. So singular pronouns and nouns that are the subject of the sentence. So here in the subject, it can be a noun or a pronoun. And so here in the table form, if I say was, we will use with I, she, he, it and singular noun, because all other that I have mentioned here are what are pronouns. So what are pronouns? Any word, the words that replaces the noun. I have already made a detailed video about pronoun and its type along with a worksheet also. In case you have still not watched it, do watch it, because in English grammar you will find a lot of connection from one topic to another. Therefore, I am trying to make these video in a more synchronized manner, so that we are able to link these things together to make it more meaningful and for more better clarity about each particular topic. So few examples of was are: I was tired, he was at home, it was a beautiful day, she was late, the cat was sleeping. So here the cat is a noun, it's a singular noun, so we have used was. Then when do we use were? Were is used with plural subject. So when we talk about about anything that is more than one, then that becomes plural. So it is used with plural subject or in the subjunctive mood for hypothetical or unreal situation. So when we have any kind of conversation that is not true, that is not unreal, but that is something that we imagine of, there also we use were. So in the table format, we use verb with you, we, they, plural nouns and subjunctive mood. So what is subjunctive mood? We use were for hypothetical situations or unreal situations, regardless of whether the subject is singular or plural. Yes. So now let's understand these with few examples. They were playing. So here they is what it signifies more than one. We were happy. I wish she were here. So here if you see I wish, so this is what? This is something that I am thinking, okay, I wish, something, it's imagination. So therefore I have used were, even though it is I here, and as I discussed that we use was with I. The children were dancing. If I were rich, I would travel the world. So again, these two are what? These two are an hypothetical situation, the things that are not real and are imaginary. Now the concept part of the video we are already done with, my dear students. Now we'll cover the few questions that are that you can solve for more practice and more clarity. So the first question that generally we get on was and were is fill in the blank with appropriate form of verb was and were. There dash many people at the concept. So what we use there is there were many, because here we are referring to many people. It dash a cold winter morning. The boys dash swimming. Last year we dash on a memorable vacation. The cousins dash playing saucer. They dash happy to see him. Yesterday it dash Tuesday. She dash talking to me. The birds dash flying in the sky. The cat dash playing with the girl. The train dash on time. Their babies dash happy. My brother and I dash at the zoo yesterday. Ria dash at home yesterday. Everything dash as it has always been. The room dash filled with light and beauty. Students dash in proper uniform. We dash excited about the movie last night. She dash the winner of the singing competition. He dash angry with me. You and I dash ready for the magic show. Yes. And the other type of question that we generally get in was and where topic is to choose the correct, to circle the correct verb to complete each sentences that I have mentioned here. So where was or were they playing? They was or were working on their physics project. The girls was were swimming. A man was were walking his dog. A lot of students was were working. The color pencils was were on the table. The math test was were very easy. We were was in the theater. Maya was were very grumpy today. Tanmay was late as usual. The dog was were on the roof yesterday. Why were you going? The kite was were up. The keys to the car were on the kitchen counter. The cookies on the plate were delicious. The team were happy with their performance. It were windy today. The flower were growing fast. The books on the shelf were arranged neatly. It were a cold and snowy day last winter. And here we come to an end of a small topic, was the use of was, that on what is was and were, and when do we use was and when do we use were, along with few questions, few set of type of questions that are generally asked in the in your exams relating to this particular topic. Do like my video, share with your friends and families. We'll meet again with a new learning video. Tab tak ke liye, bye bye and take care.